Are we watching it first?
What do you mean?
This thing?
Well, what I'm gonna do is when I transfer the cartoon, I don't have the video, so I'm gonna play the audio. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear.
I'll turn it up if you need. Okay, ready? But first we're gonna go.
Like I can't hear y'all.
You can't hear us?
I can hear you. I can now hear Art.
You'll hear me.
Yeah, you can hear it. You'll
hear
you
some
hear him?
talk. We all there? Applesauce.
Okay, yeah.
Sound in.
What's up? What's up? I can turn you up. Are you 4?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I think you're not talking to the mic. That's why.
I don't talk to.
Yeah, there it is.
I'll get there.
No,
when
I just realized. Yeah, I realized that's why I couldn't hear because you weren't.
I realized that you realized it. We're realizing that we're realizing.
Slime to me.
Here we go.
What up, fools?
What up? How's it going?
Welcome to Mature Adult Time.
Welcome, Felicia.
Felicia Folkes is our guest today.
Looking rough on this
Just
camera.
chilling out. You look fine. Come on.
No one actually watches,
It's
so
early
you're
morning.
fine.
Just thousands of people.
Nobody wants to see my face.
What's up, nobodies?
What's up, no ones? We love you and thank you for
We love
watching.
you too.
Tell your
Oh,
friends.
can you hit that fan, dog?
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
we should do that. We're
always
so
trying to live in
the
comfort,
drink.
you know?
I wanna say 2 things up top. The drink for this podcast. So when we have a drink, it's usually what, red wine and cold brew.
Yeah, we do red wine and cold brew.
That's a staple drink. But today we're doing tequila and squirt, which is like a play on a Paloma, I think.
A what?
A Paloma, that drink.
Never even heard of that.
A Paloma? What are you, a bartender? I can tell you that's a drink.
Yes, I
She
am.
is, I forgot. All right, that's what.
Also, is that a roast? How do you roast somebody? Do you have a job? What are you?
What are you?
Working?
What are you? Educated? A skilled
Just
worker?
this bartender.
Are you
person?
good at your job? You fucking idiot.
You know
What are
things I don't know? Who the fuck are you? No, but I mean, yeah, I didn't know that was the official name. I just always had these. This was just like at family barbecues and shit. Everyone just had tequila and squirt, man.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
makes sense.
what's good is if you throw some like a hot tahini in there, some tahini.
Oh, see? It's always good to have a personal bartender on hand. I keep 2.
Cheers.
You'd even make me one? Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I asked you if you needed ice or anything, and you said no. I thought you were just gonna 1 and 1. You have a beer.
I said I need everything, dude. I'm a Devo. I'm a Devo. I've never said I don't
Lord.
need nothing, man.
Good Lord. And the other thing that I wanted to say is Mel C is not here with us today because she's working. It's not because of she's just making that money.
Yeah,
Shmoney.
gotta make that money.
But we have a blunt here to represent Mel C. So Mel C, what up? This is for you, baby.
Yeah. If you guys want to see more MLC, you better start donating to that Patreon, which we don't have.
We'll have it soon.
We'll have one.
What is a Patreon?
It's just people to like be your fan and they pay you to.
Like GoFundMe for
Well,
art?
it's kind of,
Yeah,
they're
it's like
paying
that,
for more
yeah.
access so they can see like behind the scenes
Yeah, there's
stuff.
perks. Like someone might want to come in. Like say someone
We'll
gave us
give them a
$1,000.
signature.
We'll be like, you could come
It's
here.
not for us. It's
and
not-
touch the farm. You can meet Chill Baby.
Basically,
Oh, Chill Baby.
yeah, basically, yeah, Chill Baby's the only reason why
Like,
we have no business doing it at this point. There's no reason for
no,
us.
this is free for everyone. Please don't.
Pay me.
Yeah, we're not.
The Lord,
Yeah,
pay
Actually
her.
pay me.
Send
No,
her
I'm just-
money at.
I'm just-
No, but my Venmo's out there if you guys need it.
yeah, you can drop your Venmo. You
I
know,
mean,
you
yeah,
can still ask
of
for money
course.
if you want.
want to give me money,
put
I
my
will take
Venmo out
it, and
there.
I will be better for it. You know?
Yeah, it'll only go to the arts. Know that. It
Oh,
won't
yeah,
be
for sure.
This
for
art
the
for
art.
sure.
Not every
for the
all the
Art
arts
has
except
2
for
arts
that
you're
one.
donating to.
There's arts, other arts out there. You know,
Now,
it's all good.
second, there's a thing going out. It's like you can win $7,000 a week for life.
What?
Really?
I think it was a week or a month. Either way, I'm good.
Yeah, I
I'm good with it.
Either one would be
And-
fine with me.
One of my regular customers was like, "What would you do if you won that?" And I said exactly what I'm doing now, except not working here, and just more of the other shit. Like that's honestly, that's a
Would you want to do any stupid shit if you had that kind of money? Like,
Like if you're getting $7,000 a week, like you're not gonna like
I'd go
say
on
like
a-
$2,000 a week. You're gonna just blow on stupid shit at least for a little bit.
I would. I know I would.
I would maybe go on a vacation. I'd pay off my car and my house.
Boring. Come on.
Boring.
What's the
So boring. Do
stupidest?
the
Yeah. What's the
stupid
stupidest
things.
thing
Yeah,
you would
those are
do?
responsible things.
I would buy like face care products because I feel like
pretty
that's a waste of money.
I can see her with like a whole suitcase full behind.
Because I'm getting old and my mom like gave me money to go do this stuff, and I got a facial and I got like some serum and shit.
You do look younger, man.
And my face does feel good, and I'm looking at these women who are older than me and have amazing skin. I'm like, it is your skin is something, but I just don't care enough about it. But now I'm starting to care a little bit about it. But also, I don't want to do it. You know.
I ain't gonna do it. I can't do it.
I can't.
I can't do it. I don't have. I don't
I'm
know.
trying a little bit.
What would be your stupid if you had some money, like just 2 extra?
I'd have to go into hiding for at least a year because
people will be coming at you.
Debt collector.
oh my god,
Where would you hide? Like how? Like
like
would you,
Thailand or something, like somewhere like
somewhere cheap.
yeah, really cheap, and I'd just be in the, but like I could get out at any point because I have money. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'd go for like a year at least, and I'd really think on it.
How much debt would you have to be in to kill the debt collector? Like, at what point does it go, it's just worth killing this guy?
Well, you'd ruin your own life, so...
Yeah, well, not if
how
you do
much
it in
money
Thailand.
to kill yourself? No, not crazy debt collectors,
Hey,
like my family. That's what I'd be running from.
Yeah, just the people.
Debt collectors, I can pay them now. Why would I be running?
Pay
I can, I'm not running from them.
Invisible bottle. Tripping
Oh,
me out.
shit.
Oh, I love
Where'd you
it.
go?
Coolio.
That tripped me out.
That was
I
like-
was like, why isn't the bottle there? And I was like,
Oh, wait, so if
Oh,
I'm
shit,
moving, it's
yeah.
like
Oh, you could just see the yellow.
it's just a Sprite advertisement brought to you by Ghost Sprite.
shit.
Well, it's
Ooh,
Squirt.
Ghost Sprite.
We'd be
That
drinking
sounds
Ghost
good.
It's
Squirt over here,
actually
dog.
Squirt.
See, I think that's what I would if I had
Get
that
a
much
green.
money. I'd find a way. I'd figure out what Ghost Sprite was.
I'd get some Ghost Squirt going.
Let's go.
I gotta
saw
drink some more to understand that.
Crystal Pepsi.
I used to drink that. Oh, man. That was
I
like
saw
a treat.
some.
As a
I saw
kid.
some in the.
It's still back?
It came back,
Oh, wow.
and then I bought one, and I don't drink soda often, if at all. But I bought one, and I was like, only to be like, it does taste like Pepsi. I don't know. My
like
favorite
Pepsi.
thing was the clear gravy from SNL. Do you remember that
Ew,
sketch?
no.
Or sketch?
Sketch.
The sketch. It's tequila. The sketch. It's clear gravy. Put in clear gravy. I can't
gravy?
talk anymore. I shouldn't be on this podcast.
What? No.
Cancel me.
I'm having
But you
fun.
are.
But
Canceled.
clear gravy SNL sketch.
Oh, shit, they can see it?
Yeah.
It will. I
Well,
think.
they will.
I get
They
confused.
will when I let them. So we want to pull this up.
Yeah, because that's this.
Don't put all that porn up there. Put,
Is this
put
the
the
new
porn
one?
down first
porn.
before you pull the other stuff.
Let's get this ad shut up first. I won't even let them hear it.
Yeah, we don't let them hear the ads.
Pro ass surfers. Is
that my dad? Who the fuck
Cruising.
is
They're
that?
all just cruising. Look at that. All right. First of all,
I love cruises though. We will talk about. I love cruises. No joke. I love
Really?
cruises. Yeah.
Can we go on a cruise? 'Cause
Yeah.
everyone in my life
Dude,
hates
what,
them.
we should try and
Yeah.
get booked on a cruise.
Me too. I would love to
okay,
work on one.
Are you
Okay.
guys-
Also,
are you guys not
people are
about that?
underestimating like cruise. Okay, I think we're underestimating cruise work because
No,
it's
not at
also
all.
like clean sets, an hour, like 7 nights a week, an hour of clean
Actually,
time.
we had Chad on here, and
I
he was
met
just like,
someone-
he had to do 2 shows or
Yeah.
3 shows in one night, and then he had like, then he would do 2
Days.
shows. Yeah, days off. But
How long has he
you're
been
right,
doing it? Is he
And he
successful?
was
Like
a-
not in a mean way.
He
No,
was
but
a
it was a-
celebrity
it was
on
a-
the cruise.
Yeah, it was like an improv thing, I think, too. So it's like
Okay.
a whole group. But yeah, I see what you're saying. But I'm
Because
just,
everyone
Yeah,
I
you're
know
right.
who is like, they're like, it's work.
of course.
Of course.
I'll be
it's work.
obviously
It's work,
no.
cool.
I'll be okay.
But
All right, so
clean
here's that
sets-
crystal clear
clean
gravy.
sets.
We're gonna check this out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
put
be
it
a
on the
product.
full thing.
Earth wasn't created in 7 days.
Oh.
There are some things man will never improve on. Don't take what you're given. Why can't we be cleaner?
Because if you
We're hungry
remember,
for something different.
it's also a video. It's crystal clear Pepsi, and the video of this song when it came out.
Crystal gravy.
So crazy.
Oh. How much fat does it have to be made of?
Look at that.
It's so
Whenever
funny
I get this
because
song,
like
Look at
that is
we
So-
know it's not food, but I'm still disgusted because I feel like it's gravy.
look at that's what's his name throwing on his face.
Is that
And
Kevin
it's-
Nealon?
yeah.
Oh. You
That
just
lube?
dipped a chicken leg into that. It looks like lube, huh?
Well, what I think it is
Sugar.
like corn syrup.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
But so
It was Phil Hartman.
it's crystal clear. Yeah, crystal clear Pepsi. When they mapped it on the video right now that came out, it was like right now, and then in the video it'd be like 2 kids died from this, or and they were just giving you facts and like, hey, you can make a positive change and blah blah blah, but they just mashed them together, and it was like
Oh my goodness.
that was it. And I remember as a kid just watching that and just being like, fuck yeah, like this is what you can do.
Roasted.
Like
yeah.
this is what you can do as a job in the world. You can just write this and it's funny, and I
Yeah.
get it as a 10-year-old. I think I
Yeah.
was 10.
Probably.
92?
From the year that came out, yeah.
I think it was around 92.
I don't, man, then I was born.
Born.
Felicia's
I was born.
Felicia was
not
born.
yet.
I was born 92.
What month was it?
January.
No, oh, you're right at the beginning. You're there.
Cappy.
January.
So you're a Capricorn? Is that what you call
Cappy.
you guys are Cappies now?
No, I
Cappy.
just said Cappy.
Oh.
Sorry. I've just had to.
Is that what a Capricorn is?
It's a Cap.
Capricorn is a Capricorn.
I don't know what that is though.
It's a goatfish.
I've never met one. A goatfish?
It's a
That's pretty
goatfish.
dope. So is goat versus fish like
Head of a goat, body of a fish.
that real? I'm looking right now. It doesn't say. I don't see. Oh wait, there's
Look
a
at
goat.
images. Look at
It's
it.
a goat for
Go,
sure.
look at the images. Of,
Fish. Pisces is the
that's
fish.
a tail, and that has a fucking goat. Yeah, there it goes.
There
Oh
it goes.
shit! Yeah, look
There
at
it
that.
is.
That's a fish goat.
Yeah.
Goat versus fish, dude.
There it is.
Is that his thing, or is that where he got it from?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean, I think goats
It
and
says
fish have a
verse right
lot
there.
of biblical and like
Things.
you know, what I mean, yeah, it's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, because the goat's the
think-
devil and the
yeah,
fish is
and there's a bunch of
peace.
stuff.
So then Pisces is just straight up fish, right?
Yeah, I think it's just fish.
Yeah, dude.
But
I had no
they're
idea
but
this
they're
was
the
a
ones that
goatfish.
have like
That'd be
they
it.
have like traits from all of the
show the
signs in the
people
zodiac.
some
And
of
then
the
there's
goatfish.
Aries. I'm like Pisces, Aries.
I know
cusp.
Capricorns are better than everyone. I think I read that somewhere.
No, it was the
Capricorns
Pisces.
are
No, Capricorns are
dominant
actually the
in every
worst.
way.
Yeah, that makes
worst.
sense.
I read.
My father's a Capricorn.
Oh, okay. Cool guy.
Yeah.
You've only said good things about him. I
Only
haven't-
good things.
Only good things. So.
He has a great smile.
It's not- I think if we were fighting as kids, we'd be like, my dad has more teeth than your dad.
And
My
then
dad-
we'd have to stop and think about it and be
Yeah.
like, is that true though?
Is that true? Like, it's like, no,
let's
he
count.
doesn't.
Let's count.
We'd have to count.
We would have to
You have to do a
stop and count.
recount. Fuck it. Sorry.
According to Google, right here, Capricorns are very good in bed. Seriously,
Ooh.
Capricorn is the freakiest in bed of all the zodiacs.
Shit.
Oh shit! I didn't know. Is that
So what
Michelle
are you?
Obama right there? Oh, I'm a Libra. I'm
And
over there boring.
Good, Eric. You're a Libra too.
Libra, yep, for
So what's
sure.
the Libra say? What does it say about the Libra?
First of all, that came up immediately when you typed in Capricorns, are they good?
Yeah,
and it said they're the
They're
freakiest.
the freakiest and the best in bed. That's oh shit.
So the answer would be yes. Right?
Yes.
They are
Yeah,
good.
100. They said they're the best out of all 12
Thank you so
zodiac
much.
signs.
Truly.
All right, so
I
look,
stand by
look
that.
Libra. Look, Libra.
Do you know
Let's see what
Libra is the
Libra-
pound sign? LB. Libra.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
They are kind,
That's why it's a
gentle,
pound
and
is LB.
lovers.
Oh.
Kind, gentle lovers.
Beauty,
yeah.
harmony, and peace. However,
That's me
in their
now.
effort to keep everyone happy, they find it difficult to say no
I'll
to
never say
anyone.
no.
What?
Been
And
a-
as a result, they end up getting stressed.
That's me, dude.
Doesn't sound
They
like,
have a
yeah.
lot of positive traits, but
Yeah.
some negative ones too.
That's just like me, dude.
That's just like everyone. See,
It's
but
so
you can't.
vague. That's so me in a nutshell. What are your signs?
I'm a Pisces, Aries cusp. Know me.
Cusp.
What does that
Know
say?
me.
My
You're X. Talk about extra, dude.
God.
You can't be three things.
Oh my God.
I'm a Pisces. Well, look it up. See, but if you're born on March 20th, what are you? It's debatable.
How? It's debatable.
Yeah,
Who
'cause I guess
debates it?
Whoever wrote that calendar, I guess. Here it is right here. Those born on the Pisces Aries cusp, which falls between March 17th and March 23rd. Are you in there?
I'm March 20th.
Are these the Ides of March? Okay. Are intriguing mix of fury, impulsiveness, imaginative daydreamer, which actually is pretty excellent because it means you are both a doer and a dreamer. That doesn't sound like you at all.
That
No,
does
that's
exactly sound like me, doesn't it? Doer and a dreamer. Were you high
I
fiving
was
me?
trying to.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It was pretty
Where you at?
pathetic. The same
I'm a Libra.
The
Yeah.
same. These
Wait,
guys
so,
are the
and
same.
you guys are kind of accurate, and mine's just like they fuck, they'll fuck you, dun dun dun, freak whores, dun dun dun. That's every Capricorn.
Every Capricorn.
So
Wait,
that
goldfish.
wait,
That's pretty cool.
put back in Capricorn and see if it's the daily horoscope that comes up.
The damn-
I put Capricorns. Are they good?
Wait, your
That's-
birthday is the
1-3.
13th, so you're not near. You're like straight in the middle.
I'm like, no cuspy kind of nothing. I don't cuss.
So what is
nothing.
that? What does the cusp do? Like, what is?
That's closer to the end.
You just
So
get.
I'm on the actual day. So if you look at some of the things, it'll break it down for March 19th is the last day of Pisces or March 20th.
What kind of personality does a Capricorn
And I'm March
have?
20th.
Which one of these? What do you want? Which one of these things you're looking
I'm
for?
a freak bitch.
Freak bitch. Are Capricorn freak bitches?
Are they freak ass?
Google just says yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know it.
Do the first
You
one.
know it, Art.
What kind of personality does a Capricorn have?
Let's see. Let's look at this.
And honestly, these are all very vague. All of us fall into all
Capricorn
No,
traits.
I didn't relate to any of your guys's.
The Capricorn-born people are the most determined of the entire zodiac. They're just always out there, just the most. All right.
Yeah.
The most prominent qualities of the goats are they are called. So you guys are the goats. That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
They are ambitious, conservative, determined, practical, and helpful.
That's
you, man.
Is that?
You are very determined.
You're all the things.
and
though. Look at-
ambitious
everything's the
and
most
conservative.
The most all of the best. She's hella conservative.
I'm
dude.
not okay. I'd like to leave.
Let's get into your
I didn't come here for
conservative.
Not in the
for this.
political sense.
I didn't come here for this.
Yeah, you can be conserving like other things like preserves.
Well, I mean, you ain't
I'm not
walking
helpful.
around. You ain't. That's true.
I'm not helpful.
You're not helpful.
I try to be,
You've been helpful,
but I'm not.
You have been helpful though.
You're like helpful, like Mr. Magoo's helpful. Like your accidents help out eventually. Like it all works out, but it was like a weird way to get there.
I appreciate that. Truly.
For sure.
No,
For sure.
But yeah, you're like you're conservative in the sense of you ain't wilding out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not hitting the throttle. You're driving slow.
You ain't tossing titties out. You ain't fucking rolling up on people, smacking them.
I think she's tossing titties out.
I had time.
I bet you'd smack people.
You've had
I bet
times.
you've rolled up on
Middle
some people.
school through 10th grade. It was some wild years. Then we had to pull back.
Where'd you go to middle
But
school?
that goes into your ambitious.
Call them out.
You had to pull back.
That was your ambitious nature. It wasn't your fault.
They changed the name of my middle school. It was like Dana, and then now it's like Da Vinci Magna. It's like Da Vinci.
Damn, that sounds good.
They're fucking extra.
I know my school's never changed, man. Every school I've ever went to, they got rebuilt after, upgraded. Like preschool or my kindergarten or whatever the grades. Elementary school, right when I left, upgraded. My middle school, right when I left, upgraded.
They were
High
waiting
school,
for you.
while I was there, construction. Never had
That
a good
is true.
It's weird.
I had a lot of classes in bungalows. Was it just those years?
Because of the construction.
The whole life.
Dude,
bungalows,
it must have been
Yeah,
there was
bungalows,
some grant or something that was going into the schools back then, back when we cared about education.
We both LA, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, actually,
I remember
I was in
being
the
in
Culver
bungalows.
City Unified School District, which was like sponsored by oil money and Sony. So we had good stuff.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah.
I remember
nice.
in like first grade, I was in portables for a minute.
You're in a what?
Porta potties?
Portables is what we call
In
them.
Davis, they teach children
No,
in
that
porta
was
potties?
Oh, you call them
that was
bungalows?
the Bay Area. It was the same. It was
that's
the same
Bay.
elementary school that my mom went to, and
that's
so my
cute.
principal at the time was one of her teachers when she was growing
Oh
up.
damn!
And then he went missing, and they found him in the river.
All right, go on.
They found him
Should I
in the
put
river.
Davis
How old is
Alive?
he?
Was he chilling?
That was Antioch.
Just hanging out.
Antioch.
Just going for a dip.
If
Like,
I
just
think long
swimming?
enough, or I can text my brother, I think I could probably.
Peter Fina, shout out.
Yeah, do a shout out to Peter Fina. See what's up.
Call him up. Do you want to call
Peter
him
Fee.
up on the phone here? We can get him on the. We can get him on the line.
It's Friday. He's at work right now.
He's probably.
But
Oh, what?
But
He has
he
a
went
job?
missing,
Okay.
and the last
one of
thing
those
he
skilled
like
people?
dropped, he dropped his like mom off at the like he visited his mom, took her out or something. I think she was at like a live-in situation, and then dropped her off, and then he went missing. And I remember the one detail about him and he was very nice. But then his car is parked by the river, and they found him in the river. But he loved cats. He was like really into cats.
Who
But
is
he
it?
was allergic to
pass
them.
that?
Oh, that's so sad.
So he would just have them anyway and just take allergy shots like every.
Oh, heck
What about
no.
those bald cats? I know they look
don't
weird,
know.
but people are allergic to those.
So this is the thing. Yeah, hairless
text my
cats.
brother.
I love hairless cats. And I really want one. I want a hairless cat and I want a black cat. And the thing about hairless cats is that they're not in nature. Like, it's not a mutant. One was like that, and they caught it, and they were like, fuck yeah. Like, and they start breeding them. So any hairless cat you see is made. They can't happen
it's
naturally.
like from the same bloodline or something.
Yeah, it's literally from the same cat, and
That's crazy.
they can't, like, if you release it, it's not like you can make more. They're made.
They gotta
Yeah.
do.
They have to do it themselves. Yeah. People have to
You had
do
to
it.
breed.
That's crazy. I
you have
know
to breed
someone
one?
with a hairless
Wait,
cat.
You
So if
need
they
two
bought
hairless
one-
cats, right? To fuck?
I don't know how they do it, bro, but they gotta make them. They
Maybe
can't do
just
it
a regular
naturally.
one. They have like a hairy one and a non-hairy one comes out.
I think-
because a cat's litter is what 8 or 9 cats or
Yeah.
something like that. It's like a
Yeah,
lot.
they can have hair cats, but like something. I don't know.
That's so nuts.
So they can have haired cats and hairless cats like in the same litter?
There's a comic out in Reno, and he has like 2 or 3 of those bald cats.
Damn,
and
where'd he
his,
get 'em?
his Instagram is like bald cat comic or something like that, or bald cat guy.
I want a blue one.
Those things,
A blue one.
like you dye
They're
their
gray,
skin?
but like it's like the
Get 'em. I
Great
would get-
Danes, how they call them blue, or like
Oh, I see.
pit bulls, they call them blue, and they're like gray.
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
I would get if I had a hairless cat, I'd get it so many tattoos.
You can't.
I'd get it all tatted up. I'm like,
Are you gonna put it under?
Of course, dude.
Okay,
It's gonna get the good propofalls.
Responsible tattooing. Like,
Okay, but then it has to heal over.
A cat will fuck someone up if they took a tattoo.
Yeah.
On their old X.
Not Maceo. He likes it.
He likes to be tattooed. Yeah,
He
he's
likes
got a
to be
lot.
tattooed?
He's got the most tattoos.
Okay,
of any
speaking
cat.
of cats, my cat can now like. I still think it might pop open, but I really think that this cat is just opening the door because I have one of those handles that go like this.
Yeah, they'll do that.
So
Animals
he
do that.
pops it open and then does it. But then Felicia was over yesterday. We locked it, and I didn't lock the deadbolt. He did it enough to where he popped it open. I ran outside. The door shut behind me. I was locked out of my house.
got a
Thank
ghost.
God Felicia was there to let me back in. I'm
You
not.
got a ghost fool.
It's this goddamn cat. And
You jingled it for the lock to kind of like
for a long
Is
time.
Rocco or Mason?
Rocco. And Rocco's a good cat. He's
Rocco's a
never
G.
really been in trouble before, and he's been. You know
He
him
doesn't give
for a
fuck about
while.
her. He just
He's
like-
been
he'll
such a
He'll
dick.
go right back. He will go right back.
Today
to the bullshit.
he was like not. I let him out and he wasn't sure about it. I think yesterday was a thing.
Are you wearing Invisaligns?
No, is there something on my teeth?
Damn.
No.
Yeah, Invisaligns.
They just look like Invisaligns. Your teeth are they're touching hard. I'm drunk.
They're touching hard.
Like they're you know when teeth are like together. A lot. I just thought you had Invisaligns.
I'm sorry.
Dude, you are not being very Capricorn right now.
I never agreed to any of this. I just thought I was like, oh shit, when did you get Invisaligns?
I would never get rid of my gap. First of all.
No, not. I thought it was at the bottom.
Oh, what's up with my teeth at the bottom?
They're like I don't know.
These
What
are
else?
Invisaligns.
I've been drinking tequila.
If anyone's curious,
Yeah, it just looked like
like what Invisalign is this?
oh, it's like
Yeah.
a little retainer type thing.
Yeah, they're
Little
like
mouth
clear
guard.
retainer.
yeah, like clear. And so I just thought like I don't know, maybe her spit was on her teeth. I don't know.
Well, look at that one. That's nice. I would have kept that, dude.
Mr.
Yeah, it's like, there's nothing
Vaden.
wrong with a lot of the people. If you need Invisalign, also it's like you kind of don't really need
No.
braces. Like you're just trying to straighten out shit. That's like fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's
And
like I needed wires.
You just, like,
I needed
yeah.
metal.
When I was a kid, I wanted braces. I thought it was like a cool thing to have because like cooler people older than me had braces, and then I'd go to the dentist. Can I get braces? You don't need them. Come on, man.
You want break?
I wanted them when I was. I'm confused. I'm a
Yeah,
contrarian. I always want the wrong shit.
I remember thinking when am I gonna get them? Like I got glasses young. It's like I'm just gonna get braces. I never really.
I always wanted braces, and I used to do like open up a paper clip and put it in my mouth and pretend it was braces,
That's so funny.
or get like
That is
the
weird and funny. Can I use some of the squirt? I mean,
get
my
the
teeth-
get the
Too strong?
No, I meant too stiff. Yeah, it's a little too strong for me. I
Let me
drink like
taste
a
it.
girl. All right.
Why do you say like a girl?
I'm messing.
I drank-
insulting.
I just meant a smaller portion. How if I said a fat man and a baby?
Why don't you just say a smaller portion?
Because that takes so long and it's not
Yeah.
fun to say.
I made it too.
I'd much rather say it a fat man and a baby than a big
This is
gulp
fine.
and a little gulp.
Let me
That's because
taste
she came in. All right, first of all, she came in here and chugged half a bottle of tequila. So
On accident.
her
It
taste
was on
on
accident.
accident.
On
she
accident.
said, "I'm sorry, I meant to drink it all."
We're drinking out of a little bottle, and I didn't realize the mouth of it would. You tasted it. How would it taste?
I mean, I think it could use a little
Oh,
more.
I
He's
didn't-
cutting
I
it
forgot
like
to
that much.
taste it.
Okay. He's cutting
I
it
didn't even
heavy.
get to
Cutting this
taste
like
it
a crack
once.
dealer.
Right,
dude.
yeah.
To
I'm
be
not gonna
fair-
make more profit.
To be fair to Felicia, I took the first nip, which kind of like opened up the neck, so it does pour fast after there. It's made.
like,
The
holy
bottle's
shit.
made to do it.
Oh,
So
this floating squirt thing, I'm so stupid.
Where is it?
It's right here. Look at.
It is.
okay, here we go. Body found in Delta
Do we have to
Marsh.
cover
Maybe
that up?
principal
Oh, you found
man.
it? Do you want me to pull up the link
Missing
here?
since Sunday, 1995 in August.
1995.
In the river.
In a case that has baffled police, authorities found a body yesterday in the Delta Marsh near the truck of a missing Antioch school principal and suspect it could be the man.
That was her teacher.
The man.
Carlos
What'd he do to you?
Vadens, 52, the
was his
popular principal, and he was popular. Like everyone loved him.
Wow.
For
Apparently not everyone.
he was for 10 years. I think it was a suicide. Disappeared
Oh,
Sunday,
that's
prompting
sad.
a large-scale search.
Oh,
Did he
man.
leave a note? Is there any?
I don't
like-
remember. Searchers in the helicopter spotted a red-shirted body about 10 yards offshore.
Damn.
This happened in what did I say? 95. So I was 82. I was 13.
I was 3.
Damn. That's crazy, man. It's so nuts.
So
when you're
I was
so
already.
involved.
I had just moved out of Antioch to Davis when this happened. When he went missing, he was my principal and he was my mom's teacher, Mr.
Damn.
Vaden.
Aiden. That's a cool name.
How would he? Not. I mean, no, okay.
Hey, shout out to Mr.
So in the
Vaden.
front seat of the floor area of Vaden's locked truck contained fresh fruit and non-perishable groceries that Vaden's apparently had just purchased. The groceries left a little room for anyone else, and the cat left little room. So, you know, so it was all, it's like everyone, it's still kind of unsolved. Like, why would you wouldn't, if you're going to kill yourself like that, you wouldn't.
Go hella grocery shopping and then pull up to it, like, and just leave it out.
So,
But you know, your
but then
mind's
who would want to kill him? Maybe it was an accident.
No,
I think grocery shopping is not something you do right before you kill yourself.
I think he had gambling debt.
Yeah,
I think he was a gambler. He had gambling debt.
He was always going to Reno.
Yeah.
It was a straight shot.
Unfortunately, that caught up with him, and I think he was suicided.
Yeah. He got suicided, disappeared. He heard he owed the Clintons money.
What does that mean, suicide?
It's kind of like how
That's when you make it look like they killed him.
Suicide.
like how Trump resigned that one guy.
Sorry,
Trump resigned Flake, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
does that mean?
Because
voting happened, right?
Oh, you mean Sessions?
Should we go from
No.
murder to
Well,
votes?
he did. I think he did
He did the same
resign
thing happened.
Sessions too. But he said that about who was it? Was it Jeff Flake? He said that about what during his wild
the
fucking press conference that
distraction
he gave.
press conference that physically affected me in a lot of ways.
We were watching that like, holy shit.
Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
right
thanks
now?
for the heads up on that. I had planned
was
on watching it, and then I got busy, but I got a message from you saying you got to watch this.
I was
shit.
like, it's like there's actual fights that are happening, and what's crazy too is the dog whistle throughout the entire thing was outrageous. Every time someone that had a little bit of an accent, he would say, "I don't understand you."
or where are you from? Like it's the second they started speaking, where are you from?
Yeah, he goes,
God,
where you
Jay,
from?
like, you
And
need-
then he was like, Japan. Oh my God.
I got
Say what's up.
Yeah, he was like, what?
And the most
Say hello to Shinzo. Exactly.
I got the video for you.
the outrageous part, I mean, there's so many, but like he called a question racist, which was a question, and was a valid question. The journalist that he refused to do, she was doing her job. Like, there was a pause, she lobbed in a question, he responded, she thought she would do it, and he did it just to kind of like sit down. And then the Crimea thing, he was like, no, that's Obama, and pointing fingers, no, that's Obama. What are you talking? And they're like, no, that was Putin who did that. And he was like, ooh, under Obama, that had nothing to do with me. Think, what is happening? Not even to mention the what Bob Costa thing, where he gets physically mad and has to walk away from
Jim
the podium.
Acosta?
Jim
was
Acosta,
funny.
you're right.
Yeah.
It's the tequila. But he had to walk away. You're the president.
And apparently they doctored that video.
Yes.
Yeah, which is pretty fucking
It's
crazy.
fact.
She, if anything, the law is he had it in his possession. If she's trying to take it away from him, if anything, she's the one that is doing the like battery, quote
Also,
unquote.
this is what I hate, like on a level sometimes with society where, sorry,
And that's law.
but we'll just be like a blanket statements like, no, that's why we judge every court case differently. It can't just be like you steal something and then you go get 1,000 years. No, every court, you have to go to court and evaluate each situation differently.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking at this and thought anyone was hurt. Fuck anyone who's saying that.
she
You know what I
walked-
mean?
Yeah, she walked away. Like,
Nobody's
she's like, all right.
And if anything, he had the mic in his hand and he's reaching and talking to him to, with his thing. And she comes in under him and he's like, no, puts his hand down and kind of pushes it away because he is in possession of it already. Like if that was football, you can't just, what are you going to run up?
I don't know the rules of football. Can I play this video?
If
of him,
it-
Rose?
yeah, go ahead.
This is him talking shit, just in case that no one watched it, or I mean, I doubt it, but just in case I want these fools to be able to see.
Everyone's been
just so
too busy
listeners can
up
catch
there.
up. Yeah, a lot of
adulting,
shit.
you know?
Honestly, I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN.
All right.
And if you did it well, your ratings
Let
would
me
be
ask,
much
if
better.
I may
Okay,
ask
that's
one other
about
question,
the
Mr. President,
ratings.
if I may ask
Peter,
one
go
other
ahead.
question, are you worried?
That's enough. That's
Mr.
enough.
President, I
That's
was
enough.
going to ask one of the other folks.
That's
have had-
enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr.
Excuse me.
President,
That's enough.
Mr. President, I have one
What?
other
Peter,
question,
let's
if
go.
I may ask.
If anything, she's the
Russian
aggressor in that
investigation. Are you
situation.
concerned
No one was aggressive in that situation.
Nobody was aggressive.
That's what I'm saying. If
Her, like she's
anything,
just trying to, like she's like, oh, the president told me to get the mic. I am.
Yeah, both of them are trying to do their
Do
job.
the thing, literally.
And then she's just stuck between two guys yelling at each other. So what does she do? She just sits down. Like, all right,
Exactly.
whatever. Like,
Exactly.
I'm
CNN
volunteering, or I'm
should
getting
do.
paid like fucking $12.99 for this. Like, I don't need that
yeah,
shit.
all of this is
He's like, he
a
pointed to her.
distraction.
The president of the United States points to you and goes like, do the, like, she's trying to do her thing. And he's like, well, I'm just trying to finish my thing. No one's hurting it. I'm sorry. It's just like,
you're right.
it's like, I can't even understand. I can't. Ooh, I gotta get a drink.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy.
It doesn't seem real, right? It seems like a movie. Like this is like the fake government, and like everyone's everyone's
this is
yelling
why
like a
we gotta
Simpsons
be
episode.
involved.
It's like, oh, we're
Rick
that
and Morty,
universe.
like, I'm fucking with you, President. Oh,
We're
no.
that universe.
Yeah, right. Like,
We are.
Oh, no.
We're one of the funny universe. We're one of the weird universes.
Well, at least our universe isn't boring. I'll say that. Like a lot of crazy shit happens constantly.
I'd rather it be. I mean, if we could have the time to be more creative and shit like that, then it wouldn't be boring. But we gotta fucking fight for rights right now.
No,
like,
I'm not
you know
saying
what I
it's
mean?
boring.
Like,
I don't think it's boring at all.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather take boring, but boring isn't the opposite of what's going on now. Is what I'm saying. It's not like one or the other.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
I would never take. I mean, sometimes boring's good. Like I would love to have a boring night of sleep. Like,
Sure.
yeah, nothing
That's
happened.
good.
I was just bored.
No, I don't want to wake up.
Bored
I want to wake
sleeping?
up in my sleep to fuck. I'm a freak.
You are. You get your
I'm a
Capricorn
Capricorn
under
freak.
control.
You guys, she's trying to get her
She's
Capricorn
a
on.
crazy Capricorn.
Y'all better back
She's
up.
flexing her Capricorn.
Don't ever
She just
think-
found out about it. She gonna get
You know,
it.
I knew it though.
Is your Capricorn? Does Capricorn ever go into retrograde? Is that when you guys like get super horny?
the most freaky
Yeah,
in
like-
retrograde.
Yeah, right. It's retrograde. Everyone hide, dude. The Capricorns
Caps
are
are
out.
loose.
now.
Shit.
They're loose. Know
Oh, my
that.
God.
That was the first.
I want to find famous Capricorns.
The first version of that song. The Capricorns are out at night.
the Caps
The
come
Caps
out
are
at
out
night.
at night.
And it's my spooky ass in this
The
hoodie.
Capricorns out at night.
I'm
The
their
Caps come out.
like Thriller. I'm just like their fucking leader.
That's funny. So this blunt that I named Mel C is pretty good.
It is.
All right, here's a
the
list.
chicken mel is crazy.
Here's a
Oh,
list of
that
some
fucking
famous
chicken mouse
Capricorns.
is
Do
a
you guys,
famous
do you guys know any of them?
Let's see.
John Legend,
Ryan Seacrest,
Ooh,
the tallest of them all.
The tallest of them all.
Denzel Washington.
okay.
Denzel Washington.
I've heard
John
I've heard that name before.
Okay.
Bradley Cooper.
Blue.
So all of these people
Ivy
will fuck
Carter.
the shit out of you.
After he's saying
Eventually.
blue, I feel
Well,
Yeah, I know.
you know.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you know, years later,
Oh my god.
if she wants to, only if she wants to.
Art. She doesn't want to.
Who is that?
You never know what they want to do.
Oh, that's the princess.
Right. Who's the princess? She's a Capricorn too, huh?
Okay, so what are you guys? Libras? Who are the Libs?
Oh, there's no
Leaves,
famous
leaves.
Libras, dude.
You guys are the
That's
most famous
unlike-
Libs.
Oh yeah, Tommy Lee,
Tommy Lee.
Gwen Stefani,
Sting,
I only know.
Groucho Marx,
a little guy
Mr.
named
Rogers.
Rod Castillo.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
Rod Castillo. Shout out Cinema.
Shout out.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him yet.
One of my favorite guats.
He's back.
for sure.
He's back, so parking should be a little bit more available for me.
No, it's not.
No, it's gonna be worse.
It's gonna be fucking worse.
He's gonna keep that shit blocked.
Yep.
What if you guys don't know? You're lucky. But we go to an establishment. We run open mics out of the cinema bar. You guys can come down Wednesdays and Mondays. But sometimes
Do
parking.
it.
Lately, parking's been really weird because the owner repaved it and has decided it's not done yet. So he just keeps like it blocked.
Well, it's really not for the public anyway,
No,
right?
it's private.
It's a
You
private
turn that
thing.
into a clubhouse. So we get some theater seating in there.
Fine.
Ooh, there we go.
You know, parking on the street isn't bad. Whatever.
It's
And if
safer.
I'm there after 6, that's fine.
It's safe to park on the street because you know there's lights.
Cops are there all the time.
Cops are always out there giving tickets right off the 405. I used to live by there, and like every night, late at night, I would hear pull over,
Yeah.
and it's just like right from the 405. And they have to, just, oh fuck.
I do hate. Oh my god. You ever had a cop behind you turn on his lights and it's not for you, but you're like, God, why?
Yes,
yeah.
I fucking
Yeah.
hate it. I hate when they're
hate
near
it.
me. I just get like I'm not
Yeah.
doing anything wrong. I'm just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
always
like
doing something
when they're
wrong. I'm
near
not gonna
me.
lie, but
When they're near me, I like to
Her
smoke
license
weed
plate is 883.
and just look at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to challenge it.
Like what?
yeah, Katie
Well-
likes it too. She be like,
I like to have cops in my like vision and then hit the ball and be like, you don't owe me, bitch. I do what I want. But
That's pretty good.
when I first started driving, I lived in Davis, California, and from Davis and Winters, there's just like there's a highway that's 2 or 3 lanes. I think it's 3 lanes. And I'm driving, and I knew I wasn't doing anything wrong, and it was at night, and the cop behind me just like threw their lights on,
damn.
and I was in the fast lane. And I was like, "Fuck! Like, what am I?" I'm like, "God damn it!" So I pull over, and then he just kept going, and I was like, "Oh, he just wanted me to get out of his way."
Yeah, they've
that's
done. I've seen
awesome.
that happen.
And I
That's
was like,
scary.
There's videos online.
I
of
was
that,
like,
too.
I was like, fuck yeah. And then I was like, and fuck you. I'm the only person on the road. You know what I mean? It's not hard to go around me. Why are you trying to freak me out like this?
Maybe he just likes freaking. I don't know, man. People are intense.
The first time I got pulled over in Los Angeles, it was because I didn't have a front license plate on my car, because the bumper got replaced, and he pulled me over for that. But he liked, and I didn't have my new address on my ID. And he commented, I just left yoga, so I had flip-flops on. And he commented on my toes, and he liked my toes. And he said, because he liked my toes, this is a police officer in Los Angeles.
Oh my God. He liked your toes?
He liked my toes.
That's fucking gross.
Because
dude.
I like
What's
your
his
toes,
badge
you can
number?
choose your ticket. Do you want a change of address ticket or a change of front of license plate, or add your license plate? And I was like, change of address, because whatever.
Yeah.
That's easier. And so he did it. And then I was like, I was afraid. I was like, he has my address.
Did he like take a picture? Like he wasn't taking pictures or anything? Like he's just sitting there? Did he have his body cam on?
No, this was in
power.
2002.
Abuse of power.
If
Yeah,
this
that's
was
weird.
now, I would have his name and everything like that and be recording
Yeah,
it. But
I
my
do feel
phone
better
was
that-
then was a fucking Razor flip phone.
Oh, you had one of those? Those are like the
I had a
rich
lot of
people's phones.
razors.
So like, damn, you got a razor? Mine was, I had the Nokia. You could beat people up with it.
My favorite,
I'm
I
not
hated
joking.
the
I would
razor.
open bottles of beer with it. I used to like a lighter. Just
I like the Ericsson phone. Like I had this little like chocolate bar phone that I
oh,
liked.
those were good phones. I remember those. And hold a charge for like 16 days.
It was like it was a small, and that's all I wanted. Now it's like so different. It's not that long ago. Now we have these things.
Who's that on your cover?
Niecy Nash, don't.
Never heard of her.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan.
Dude, I used to, no, I love Rio 911 and Clean House.
Yeah, dude.
Clean House. And Reno 911. Jesus Christ.
Niecy's awesome, man. She's truly an inspiration, physically and mentally and spiritually.
Oh, in all things, yeah.
I think she's
great.
just a badass.
Yeah, I think she's a badass for sure.
Yeah.
She's funny as fuck, too.
But okay, in a fight, Niecy Nash or
The California
or let's do
Razors.
Reno 911, Cedric Nash, the Niecy Nash or Cedric Yarborough. Cedric, you think?
All day.
Nah, Niecy got base though. She's
Niecy.
lower. I feel like she gets some. She sweep him. Tall
Niecy,
people.
have you
fall.
guys not
No,
seen
that's true, you're
Claws?
right, but I
Niecy
feel
is
like he's
gonna
been in
fuck up a
fights.
bitch.
True.
Niecy will fuck up a bitch. What are we looking at?
I was looking at people, like cops fucking with people, but it's mostly people fucking with
The
cops.
only two Reno 911.
Okay,
names I
wait.
know.
Could we talk about last night? We were all here last night, and I put on something that I used to watch as a kid.
What were you watching?
Rebooted.
Oh yeah, so good.
America's funniest
okay, yeah.
videos.
I wasn't here
How
for
much
that. I was
fun
napping.
you came in at the end of it.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
It was so
it's
like
good.
it was a good belly laugh, kind of just like a good time.
It's wholesome because no one was trying. This is just like, this is beautiful moments captured.
It was so funny.
I had one of the best of America's funniest videos. Like I had the video. Like me and my cousin were doing karate in my mom's room. Right, my sister's filming it, so it's from the corner of the room, and I'm on the bed. No, I'm next to the bed, and my cousin charges at me, and I grabbed him and I threw him onto the bed. He jumps, or he hits the bed. He bounces, hits the lamp. The lamp falls down. It breaks. He goes, and the lights all go out, and you just hear him go, "Ah! I got electrocuted." And that was like, it was dark.
I guess
the
you just had
funniest
to be
video.
there.
No, you had to see it. Don't I hate on shit, dude. That was a great video. Anyways, yeah, I guess you had to be there.
Yeah, silly. That's cute. I thought that was a cute story. I truly felt like it was.
It was
cute.
fun. That was cute.
It was,
Ah,
Just saying, it was gonna be like we
so
would all laugh at it for so long. We're like, we're gonna definitely send this in for sure.
I had one
And
of
the
those
tape broke.
videos too.
So where's?
And tape broke. We don't get, it doesn't exist anymore.
What'd you do?
Oh, shit.
He's like, I broke it.
No, it just we watched
You
it
guys
too
gotta
much.
reenact
It
it.
fucking broke, dude.
We had one where someone, I think it was my dad, but left the hose on all night when he was watering the tree in the back. So it was just like a pool of mud. And my cousin was visiting. So me, my brother, and my cousin just like took a mud bath. And we were just like rolling around in the mud.
It's
like we got
luxurious.
big sticks. And then the mud dried all over our bodies. It was like terrible. It was all videoed. Like where I'm like real close up to the camera with dried mud. And I'm like, "Ugh," in my hair, everything. The shower after that was terrible. But like we thought we were like the mud people is what we called it. We were going to send that in.
That's so cute.
I think we still
Damn.
have that somewhere. Like the only good memory of my dad, the only good thing my dad did, and it was
Hey,
a
there you go.
mistake.
He made you.
Oh yeah.
And
And Peter Fina.
Peter PP, and always
Shout out to Peter Fina. I miss you. He just came back from Europe with my mom. That fool.
Whew, they look like they had a baller ass trip.
I
dude.
know, man. They were just going around taking pictures about statues and shit.
Oh, nice.
Famous ones.
Why didn't you go, Fina?
Yeah,
why don't you
didn't
like
you
Italy? Racist.
What do you have against Italians? I mean, I get
You don't
what
like?
have
I've seen you eat pizza, Fina. You like Italians?
I am.
Italians aren't pizza.
Oh, never mind.
Don't be such a gabagool.
I thought Italians were pizza.
No, they're
I thought
also
they lived
pasta.
on that box.
They're also
There's like 6
there's
of them.
also pasta.
There's always Italian.
There's always, yeah.
Dude, I saw you remember Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I saw the funniest meme. It was an old Cinnamon Toast Crunch box, and there was 3 guys on it, 3 chefs, and then it was like the new one, and it was just one. And the meme was like when you like get big and you forget your homies.
Like deuces, we made,
Dude, it was so
we made
funny.
it. So
Yeah, it was like, hey, there was 3 chefs on this, and now it's just the one.
Oh shit! California. It's California's calling.
Just the state of California.
California State Police calling again.
It's the state of California. We're here to tell you.
All right, so what's been going on this week? I know I was out of town last
So
week.
much
You guys
shit.
did a podcast, right?
We did a podcast, and then there's been a shooting in San. No, not
That
San
was sad.
Bernardino. That was
Thousand
last time.
Oaks.
Thousand Oaks, and then California's on fire.
Yeah, what parts? Where's the fire at now?
Northern and Southern California.
What, man? Are you serious? I'm
Yeah,
Yeah, there
there's
was.
probably like a map up.
looking
Who
for
wants
it.
this
Are
blunt?
they doing a bunch of? Have they started doing evacuations and everything yet?
Yeah, there's been evacuation. My cousins live in Chico. They self-evacuate.
All right, so that's it.
evacuated.
I'm gonna go full screen a little bit.
But there's like down by like Malibu. Like, look at that.
yeah.
That's like a
It's
bunch.
And we saw
everywhere.
it, and we were like, "Whoa!"
All right, so that's Thousand Oaks. This is where
Wait, all the red dots are the fire?
all the
Yeah,
red dots
so
are where the
pull
fires
out.
are.
Are you serious?
So this is just Southern California. Look at Northern. Northern California started yesterday.
There's fires up there?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, so this is still this is just at Santa Barbara.
Is there a dude setting this
is
in?
the part of California that everyone's really concerned about. I will show the rest now. Oh, look, there's not that much over there.
There's nothing going on up in Northern California.
Yeah. I mean, I see some red marks, but I don't know what the fuck that is. That's just road close. No. Slow. That's just slow. But over here, look at all these road closures right here. God damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that does suck, man.
Go look up by Chico.
Right, Chico.
All right, tell me where that is. No,
Northern California.
no,
REA.
I know where it is, but I need it, up here. Where is it? There it is.
See, right
Yeah,
there.
there's some fires in Chico.
Oh
Look
yeah.
at that.
Yeah, that's
That
all
was the
fucked, all
first
through
one
Oregon
that
City.
they have like a more contained, but that yesterday it burnt like thousands of acres up there where it started. And now
And it's just starting because it's hot?
It's winter time. These are our winter fires now.
It is our winter
Merry
fires.
Christmas. It's fire.
Oh, yeah, it's bringing
fire
in the
season.
holiday.
Man, that's hilarious though. Look at all that. Sad. So there's shootings and fires, huh?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shootings, fires.
Anything good?
No, and we're fastly becoming fascist.
Did you
And I'm
guys-
out here just being a freak bitch.
Yeah,
fucking
and Felicia be
Capricorn it
fucking.
up. What?
Felicia just be fucking freaking it up.
Did you guys vote?
Yeah, I voted. Did you vote?
Fuck you no.
No, I
You
didn't.
know,
No, I voted for fucking Mayor Butts. Put Butts back in that seat,
I
dude.
mean, who won? Did
don't
Little
know.
or Butts win
I don't know.
for Inglewood?
Ay, ay, ay.
What, dude? Mayor Butts?
I'm over
I'll
it.
keep him going.
You gotta vote.
I did for
You have
Mayor
to vote.
Butts.
You have to vote. It's the most important.
What do you guys think? How do you like
It
the
really
outcome,
is.
though?
I was disappointed in Prop 10 didn't pass.
What was that?
Which one's Prop 10?
Yeah, please
Rent
inform
control?
us. Okay, what does that mean?
So it put the,
Learning.
do you know what rent control is?
No, I'm asking for the people that can't ask.
But are you,
Dog, just explain what it is.
Yeah, like what's
well, I'm asking,
Teach the people that are listening that don't know.
well, I'm just
All
clarifying
right,
the
I don't
question.
know what it is.
So
It's not a.
it,
We're about to fight. I'm just-
Put on that fool.
so basically
Swing on that fool.
it put
Swing on that fool.
the,
I hit her with the
do you see
invisible
me
bottle.
not even flinch?
I don't know.
Cause
Because I won't hit you.
Oh,
Anyways,
right.
also because you know I will fucking murder.
That's true. She would murder. That's why she had to move from Davies.
Oh,
You can't see it, huh?
you can't see.
Invisible bottle.
It's like, look, I didn't hit her. I didn't hit her.
I did nothing, Your Honor.
I'm gonna fight somebody in front of a green screen with a weapon. But that bitch was faking. I never hit her.
Yeah, they still fight.
Pop.
All right. So anyway, but what is Prop 10? Why didn't it pass?
Because people didn't vote for it.
It didn't. Yes, that's why.
Did anyone vote against it? Ooh, you got him.
I served them.
I give up trying to explain.
Don't
I
give
get
me
asked. No, it's not you. I get asked a question, and then they tell me the answer. You know what I mean?
I haven't told the answer. I still want to
said
know.
anything. I'm just sitting here on the edge of my seat waiting.
So
You're just
Prop
imagining
10,
shit.
Trying to learn what rent control is.
So it gives the authority to impose rent control more on a local basis. And like basically, if you voted against it, you're saying that you don't want rent control, and property owners can just set whatever they want to rent their things, which is like, okay, yeah, if you own a property, sure, but there should be some sort of regulation on that. I wouldn't be able to, if our property, like I know people who lived in areas and have kids that don't have rent control, and a train opened up there. Their rent went up $500, and then it just went up another $600 in 2 years. Like, that's crazy.
That's insane.
And their
Yeah, that's
apartment was smaller than ours, and they're paying, they wanted to be paid for that apartment $3,300. My apartment that you were in, that you guys saw, is $1,850. When I first moved in there, it was $1,600. Right? So it's went up.
Yeah.
And the rent control would allow that to go up $50 a year since I moved there. The owner there at the time didn't raise rent for the first 3 years. Then he raised it for the other 3 years because he wanted to sell it. And then he did. So then now we have, or it was like a renter, like a bigger company that owned it. Mm-hmm. But if our rent went up $500, we couldn't afford to live there. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's what happened to.
And then we wouldn't have been afford to save up and buy a house.
That happened to my sister, and she was living in St. Paul, like right off the freeway in this area. St. Paul's getting a Major League Soccer team, so they announced that they're putting in the stadium that's basically like right across the freeway from her. She lived right on the freeway. Within like a month, a new management company had bought that building, and because it was a new management company, they could raise the price. They could raise the rent to whatever they want. So she said they basically like doubled her rent. And we're like, yeah, you have this rent for the next 3 months, and then after that, it's going to be doubled. So that's
so
just the way
she's
it
forced
is.
out.
Yeah, so she was forced out. She had to go find another place.
And that's not right.
No, that's okay. So that was voted against. People said that they don't want that rent control.
So rent control is still like certain places has rent control, but this would kind of I think it make it
the places that have it. What makes them different? Like how do they keep it, or how did they get it? Besides voting, I mean, like, are there did their areas is it by area by area?
They were built before a certain year.
Okay, so the houses, if they're before a certain year. Oh, okay.
And was this
and so you can't so there's a program now going around. So if you move out, like say you live in a place where you're paying low rent, and it's a rent controlled place, but everywhere else now around you is higher. So if you move out, then like I moved out, they're renting our place for $2,200 about there, I think.
So it just jumps like that.
25, yeah, and I was paying $1,850. Like they probably did some upgrades to justify it, quote unquote, but now they're charging that. So there's a program now that's going around where landlords are paying people to move out, so then they can, because they'll make their money back within 2 years by renting it to someone else. You know what I mean? So we actually asked our landlord,
like, how much are we getting?
Like, so there was an article in the LA Times. I'll find it and we'll post it on our Facebook.
We can pull it up right now if you want.
You can. Andy found it. I don't know the name
so,
of it.
yeah, go to the
shout out to Biggs
and find it on our Twitter. We've been updating that recently.
It just depends, just depends on your area. And we know, like a comedian, Benny, he had to move because it was so rent controlled.
I don't know any Benny.
Benny Spiewak.
She wrote his name last night on a wall, but she crossed it out. I was like, why are you crossing it out?
Benny Spiewak. I missed his set yesterday. He was upset with me. Sorry.
So what happened to him?
Benny.
So he was forced out because
of he lived in San Juan, and he just moved in a new place, and he was talking about it last night, and I was like, how's it going? And he's like, getting used to it. Like, he's really bummed. And I was at his other place before. You know, it was nice. It means it's Santa Monica. I have no desire to live there, but he liked his shit.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, when you
Maybe it
like
was
what you
Venice.
like, you know?
Yeah, but he had to move, you know? That's something when you have to move. Like you are, don't you think? There should be, I'm all for like having freedom of but there should be some sort of base regulation so things are fair and people aren't priced out of stuff. So there is living.
Yeah.
Housing is
living.
going to be a huge crisis, and if you're seeing it now, like go downtown. The tents are not downtown anymore. They're
But
some
that
downtown.
passed where they to put the money to housing for the homeless instead of just their mental health. They're going to move it now towards a little bit of their housing as well more.
Oh, that's good.
That's great. Yeah.
that's good.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
glad
I feel like
that
there's
passed.
so many
So
empty
glad.
buildings in downtown that I'm like, just
Yeah.
can you at least just put give someone a job? You create a job, maybe for a couple fools, run this thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teach them how to be normal
Yeah.
and just run it. You know,
Yeah.
there's tons of people that would do that.
Yeah.
That's a
But
job.
the
now,
tents
right?
are on
Man, I
the
should run for
freeway
this shit.
exits
You should.
and
I'm not going
entrances.
to.
So
You know what I
simple.
mean? Like they're on the exits and entrances of freeways. Like people are living.
Oh yeah, I see tents and I drive on all the freeways. I see them lined up. They're like, some of them I'm like, man, that's actually a pretty good spot. Like if you, you
Honestly,
could chill there for like a month or two, save up so much money. I'm like,
always.
ooh.
I always think when I drive around towns, especially when I first moved here, I was like, if I ever am homeless or I need to be on the street or somewhere, where would be a good place to kind of chill? And like little freeway on things are always like really good.
Yeah.
The best spot I would think is if you go up, what is it? Sepulveda? Not Sepulveda. La Cienega, all the way to the 405, where you can get on the 405, or the
105.
105.
Yeah, we're the 105.
That shit up there, that's a spot.
Yeah, there's like a
and you're
treadmill.
high up.
It's like a park. It's like, man,
Yeah.
this is nice, dude.
Yeah, that's a good spot. I've been
I knew this
keeping
guy.
my eye on for a long time.
I knew this guy. He was in a metal band. Like I knew him through friends, right? And so they were a pretty successful band. So when they toured, he lived on the bus. But when they didn't tour, he's like, "Oh, I got a place in Malibu, right?" And like I knew a girl, and she went with him to his place in Malibu, and he literally had. It's like off the side of the road in the cliffs. He had a spot where he dug out and put up like a tent, and it had like walls and shit, and like it had bush covering it. He had like a TV. He had the fucking like.
How do you get electricity out there?
He had a little generator, dude. Like he had all kinds of shit. He had his own pad, so he would
That's
stay
the
there like
dream.
six months out of the year. The rest he'd just tour, and then every
But
now
how
and
do
then
you
he'd
know
chill
like no one could
there.
like
I
get
never
it?
went there. I don't know. I never lived there. She just told me because she went there, and I was like,
But how do you keep it like safe when you're not there?
it's all camouflaged, I guess. She said it's like covered with bushes. I didn't see it. If I would have seen it, I'd have way better description for you. But
gotta go
allegedly,
find that shit.
this little has. But think about
How
this.
long
He just
ago
got a
was
place
that
right
art?
by
I'm
the
gonna
beach.
go find it.
Oh, that was years ago. But still,
I'm
like
gonna go
there
find
are
it.
parts like that. Like if you drive up the California coast, there's places where it's just like huge walls, and if you had the balls or the skills to go up there and fucking cut out a little piece and stay there secretly, I don't know. Maybe it'd probably take a long time
Until
for
the
people to
tsunami
notice.
came and wiped your fucking ass out.
Yeah, but cool way to die.
Yeah.
Beachfront property.
Always.
Like
At least
a
it's
Jeep.
not boring. A cool way to die.
You a fool.
A big one. Finally, I have someone on this podcast on my side. I always be like,
No one's on your side. We actually got here. This is an intervention.
oh,
You've been
is
fucking
it?
with too many worms.
Yeah, look at us. It's an intervention.
It's a worm intervention.
It's a
How are
worm.
those
Where the people are
How are all
drunker
my
than you.
femurs?
How are your worms going? Can you explain to people what you're doing with that?
Fina's,
I'm doing-
hey,
Actually
Fina's,
pretty cool.
that's why we're really here. Fina's captured worms. She's harboring worms, and we need you guys to say, they've tried to get out.
She's the Kim
I've
Jong-un
seen
of
her.
worms.
Yep.
They've gone through tunnels and through plastic.
What are
They've
they-
snuck through to
They're
try to
eating
get out.
through
and she
plastic?
drags them down. Yes. She is a murderer of
What
worms.
is, what is this?
fucking
What is this thing you're
worms.
doing?
As I eat bacon.
So it's vermicompost.
Oh,
So I put my my extra scraps of food in with the worms. They eat it and then they poop, and then I get like this really good rich soil that you can put around your plants that make them grow really good. And then they pee, and you capture that on another level, and then that's like it's called tea, like worm tea.
their
and you-
pee is called tea.
Are Christians allowed to do
Mm-hmm.
this?
You mix it with water because it's really potent. You can kill a plant by putting too much on it because it's like very
Do they
nutrient.
Have you drank it?
Of course not. Art. Of course not. Why would I drink it?
You said
Why?
it's because it has tea in the name. Why would they call it
Maybe
tea if
try it
people
out.
aren't drinking it?
Because you have to dilute it. You have
No
to
one
add
ever calls
water
any
to it.
poisons tea or anything.
If it's healthy for the food, wouldn't it be extra healthy for you to be concentrated?
No.
Is it a superfood?
It's piss. It's worm piss.
People
It's
drink
piss.
piss as a health thing.
Yeah.
That's actually
Worm piss?
that can be true, but not worm piss.
You used to
Their
be able
own
to like
piss.
brush your teeth with it, you know,
Ugh.
with piss. That was what they used to eat as toothpaste back in the day.
No.
Yeah, I think it was piss and baking soda.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I want out.
I'm not a
fuck?
historian.
What's wrong with people? Why did it take us so long to figure out that's nasty?
And that
Well,
can-
not us. I don't know if
Yeah.
I still
we
don't
didn't
think it's
see
that
who
it.
was
nasty.
doing that. I don't know what culture was doing that.
All right,
But
sorry,
anyway-
call it worm
Yeah,
tea.
because you have to dilute it a lot because it's very potent. And then you just spread that around your
How much
yard.
are you getting
Of what?
of worm tea? Like for
A lot.
how
You
much
get
is
a
a
lot.
pound? You have
Yeah.
a pound of
I
worms.
have 2,000 worms, which is 1 pound.
A 1 pound of worms, and they make
Mm-hmm.
how much piss?
I mean, they make
No,
some piss.
this is. Sorry, I care too much. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
what's going on with this?
Yeah.
Well, I can.
It's a good question.
You go down there and there's like some water down there, and so I mean, I just started it, so I don't know how much and how fast they're going to be producing.
All right, sorry. Didn't
But,
mean to
you
press
know. Just throwing. I love my little wormies. They've been escaping down the bottom, but that's because I think they get down there and then they can't get back up. Which is why you have that layer, because it could be wet on the bottom and they can drown. That's the only thing that can kill them.
Damn.
Or if they eat, like, you don't want to put like onions in there or it's anything spicy, anything
Onions
that
can
would make
kill
your eyes water. The worms don't want to eat.
Because they're like made of eye stuff, huh? Well, I've dissected an eye and a worm before. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah.
All right.
That's worms.
That sounds.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
That sounds like you're a very well-educated man
Yep.
who does a lot of dissections, and you go out in the world and you try to figure out.
Thank you. For
Hands
that.
on.
Thank you.
You're a
for
hands-on
treating-
guy.
Thank you for treating me like a man and acknowledging it.
Oh God.
Pointing it out. It was very sweet of
Can
you.
you do ASMR stuff with these mics?
Hmm?
Oh shit!
Oh, what'd you do there?
Oh, I think I turned that shit on. I didn't mean to. That's not freak shit.
Did you just do
That's
that?
not freak
Just
shit.
make that
She
mic
just-
tough?
Over here.
Yeah, she
Over here
did.
getting freaky
I
with
don't
this
know what
mic.
she did to that mic,
I don't
but
know. We should end it
that
on
mic
that.
will never be the
I've never
same.
heard a microphone come. All right.
Yeah, I think we just witnessed
It's my partner.
the
My
shit.
love. My love.
Oh. Well, it's
All
been
right,
us.
Well, thanks, Felicia.
Yeah, thanks,
Thanks for sitting
Felicia.
down with us.
Thank you
Man, that
for
was
finally
super
having
fun.
You know,
me.
thanks for everyone for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. Please comment and rate us on iTunes if you can. That helps us out.
Yeah, and watch us on YouTube
And
and on Facebook.
yeah, get everything at matureadalltime.com.
Yeah, shirts coming soon. I lied. We should do shirts.
Yeah, shirts coming soon.
That's it.
Thanks, mate.